Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Outer Worlds. So, da müssten wir wieder nach Groundbreaker. Aber wir hatten doch hier noch dieses. Und das ist Groundbreaker-Waffe. Ah, Skiller-Waffe. Moment. Achso, das ist näher, weil es auf dem gleichen Planeten ist. Ach, vergesst, was ich gesagt habe. Weil das Schiff näher ist als die Station. Yeah, 13 Bits. Ah, da unten ist irgendein Viech. Aber brauche ich eigentlich nicht bekämpfen. Achso, wir haben ja noch ein Level Up. Oh, Moment, das wird reduziert. Das ist aber uncool. Was ist denn hier so das Max-Level, was man erreichen kann? Oder erreichen wird? So, das war ganz cool. Ah, das war sehr gut. Das ist natürlich auch cool. Ich nehme mal das da. Ich muss hier noch 2 ausgeben, damit das freigeschaltet wird, oder? Boah. Ich glaube, da gibt es schon echt geilen Scheiß.
That explains how we ain't dead. Without the pylons, all the O2 this thing's cracking from the ice will just drift off.
Man sollte wahrscheinlich dann nicht
There's
ins
no
Feuer
credible
reintauchen.
research on the health effects of standing directly under a terraformer, Captain. In case you were wondering.
Oh, das sieht ein bisschen aus, als gäbe es hier gleich wieder Banditen oder so. Ah, Viechzeug. Oh. Der ist aber ganz schön groß. Oh, der hält aber gut was aus. Ja, kümmert euch mal um den. Ich kümmere mich um den hier. Wow, habe ich den gerade gewonnen? Also klar, der war schon ein bisschen angeschädigt, aber... Also nehmen wir mal lieber noch ein bisschen Heilung. Nachladen. Ah. Ah, nein. Fuck. Ja, eigentlich habe ich so wahnsinnig viel Heilung. Aber war denn der seine Schwachstelle? Oh fuck. Na, sogar noch eins. Oh fuck. Sogar gekillt? Nee. Aber der verlangsamt dann nicht, oder? Da, jetzt habe ich noch gleich. Stirb! Mann. Troglophobie. Du wurdest in der Vergangenheit wiederholt von drucklos verprügelt, was Spuren bei dir hinterlassen hat. Wenn du oder einer deiner Begleiter von einem Drucklo angegriffen werden, sinkt deine Leistungsfähigkeit im Kampf. Belohnung. Achso, ja. Ach, jetzt habe ich den bekommen. Das ist natürlich cool. Wissenschaftswaffenschaden, ja. Das ist vielleicht auch ganz cool. Also man schaltet auch so neues Zeug frei. Gut, dann holen wir uns da mal die Wissenschaftswaffe. Ich hoffe, die finde ich jetzt.
Place never even had a bar. No wonder it's abandoned.
Wouldn't the quiet get to you? Knowing there's nobody out there? No one at all?
Oh.
System performing.
Got the job.
Oh, fuck. Hat jetzt vielleicht ein gewisser jemand gar nicht so clever gemacht. Ach, scheiße. Oh, festhängen ist halt gar nicht mal so praktisch. Okay, wie viel haben wir jetzt noch? So die 12 Flieger? Waren das alle? Ah ja. Nachdem meine Homies wieder stehen, scheint das alle gewesen zu sein. Ja, ist halt schon heftig jetzt gewesen. Weil die auch so viel aushalten. Da bräuchte ich wahrscheinlich irgendwie Korrosion, um denen mehr Schaden zu machen. Habe ich halt jetzt bisher noch so gut wie gar nicht benutzt. Die Spezialfähigkeiten oder wie sagt man, Zusatzschaden, Skill, Gerät, Dinger. Ah ja. So, Terminal. Ich klicke mich da jetzt einfach bloß durch. Manchmal schaltet es ja noch was frei, aber meistens halt nicht. So. Das heißt, jetzt ginge es zurück auf die Unreliable. Und dann fehlt nur noch Monarch, oder? Da müssen wir dann... Heißt der jetzt Wicker oder Weiter? So, also nochmal gucken. Groundbreaker. Check. Freie Passage. Da muss ich das Geld bezahlen. Oder... Da gab es ja noch eine Zusatzaufgabe. Ich weiß nicht mehr, welche das war. Das ist Gladys, haben wir erledigt. Das ist erledigt. Also, das ist wieder auf der Groundbreaker. Genau, das ist auf Monarch. Und das ist... Ach so, nee, Moment. Das ist Stella Bay auf Monarch. Jetzt die Frage, kann ich da überhaupt schon hin?
Remember. Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying prayers to himself. Sometimes I hear him cussing about tossball scores. Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say. Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
Okay, wir reden jetzt mal wieder mit allen. Dann schauen wir mal, ob wir auf Monarch können. Und wenn nicht, dann geht es tatsächlich mit der Story weiter, würde ich sagen.
Good to see you, boss.
Okay. Haben die keine Begleiter-Quests irgendwie?
Something on your mind?
Okay, mit dir brauche ich nicht reden, weil wir deine Quest ja als nächstes dann versuchen zu machen. Der ist auch gerade unterwegs. Okay. Da können wir nochmal gucken, ob was Neues reingekommen ist. Sieht nicht so aus. Ah, da ist er ja.
Not today, Sam.
Issuing sanitation ticket. Error. Refill printer paper. Thank you, customer. All cleaning tasks have been completed. Scheduling next round of cleaning to commence in 4 minutes. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12 by 12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away. Got stubborn stains? Leave them for Sam.
Okay. Oh, die guckt aber ganz schön
Welcome back,
grantig.
Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Nope.
I request you.
So, Monarch. Achtung, Gefahr. Ja, okay, dann müssen wir tatsächlich erstmal auf die Groundbreaker zurück. Dann müsste ich ja jetzt von Gladys eigentlich den Zugangsschlüssel kriegen.
Our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
So, bleiben wir mal bei dem Team. Oh, ein Begleiter gibt es noch. Ach so, aber das wäre wahrscheinlich der Typ gewesen, der... War das der McRed? Der Bandit mit dem Flammen oder mit dem Feuerzeug, den ich abgemurkst habe. So, jetzt müssen wir hier gucken, wo wir Seife oder Pflegeprodukte kriegen für Pavati. Dann müssen wir... Moment, welche Quest ist denn jetzt aktiv? Ah ja, die wieder. Ja, machen wir auch erstmal das da.
Windows lemon snap.
Rest and go. Ich meine, die würde ja wahrscheinlich was sagen, wenn sie...
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My law, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me! Oh, laws!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare? Agree to disagree. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind us and forget it ever happened. Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
Okay, der hat scheinbar keine Pflegeprodukte. Oh,
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then. You always do. Now, about your friend here. Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
okay, die Quest ist erledigt, ja. Perfekt. So, beiß nicht in die Sonne. Da müssen wir dann gleich noch gucken. Das ist nicht hier, das ist nicht hier. Das heißt, wir könnten... Ja, dann machen wir trotzdem erstmal das. Achso, aber sie weiß doch gar nicht, wo wir hin sollen. Waste Disposal. Was ist Waste nochmal? Ein Lagerhaus wahrscheinlich, oder? Bells Shells, das ist Munition. Lost Hope ist aber ja auch ein Kneipe. Nicht der Ort, wo man unbedingt ja, Pflegeprodukte kauft.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorists.
So, da gibt's Klamotten. Armory, also Rüstung. Hier gibt's aber Essen. Wo gibt's denn jetzt hier Pflegeprodukte? Von einem der Händler auf der Groundbreaker.
CNP Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst.
Joa. Ah, Moment, da ist ja ein Marker. Ah, also doch hier drin. Ups.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with Rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny miny moe it.
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
Hm. Können wir nehmen mal die 2.
Captain?
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
So.
What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up?
Lügen und Wissenschaft.
My stars, what a find. Fine picking like this deserves an equally fine payout. Go on, dearie, and don't spend it all in one place. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Peaches and cream, if that isn't the most handsome bit of lethal engineering I've seen all week. That'll go for a tidy sum of bits.
Oh, 78.
Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Was? Ich dachte, ich... Oder habe ich dafür jetzt einfach so viel Geld gekriegt? Na egal.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
So. Okay, also ich kann jetzt Dr. Wells, genau. Moment, über Ada oder was? Genau. Das will ich nochmal schauen. Dann können wir jetzt nochmal mit Pavati reden.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia what specializes in sweets. Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Wieso haben denn die anderen nicht eine S3 wie sie jetzt? Also bloß der Weiter, whatever. So, das ist Dings und das ist Dings. Dann schauen wir hier so. Ich check halt nicht, wo das sein soll. Das wird halt auch auf der Karte nicht angezeigt. I don't get it. Aber jetzt mal ernsthaft, was steht denn hier? Gerüchte von der Groundbreaker über einen Wissenschaftler, der damit geprahlt hat, eine mächtige Waffe zu erforschen. Vielleicht findet sich auf der Station weitere Hinweise. Ein weiteres Protokoll von des Laden bei seiner Suche nach alten Aufzeichnungen. Anscheinend hat der Schmuggler dort öfter eine heiße Spur gefunden. Ja. Check's halt nicht. Also ich meine, vielleicht ist hier bei ihr, vielleicht muss ich quasi den Tresor knacken oder sowas, um die Information zu kriegen.
I know Monarch's a moon, but I think it counts anyhow.
Long as there's paying work,
Ah.
you can count me in.
Ja, keine Ahnung. Dann gehe ich jetzt nochmal zu Lilia Hagen. Und dann können wir, denke ich, nach Monarch.
CNP Force Pockets. Get half seconds. Force Pockets.
Ah.
You weren't followed, were you? I hope not. Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time. Catherine is tied up with other matters, and I don't want her bothered. I told her I'd be sending my best fixer. Try and play the part. When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Good enough for me.
Okay. Gucken wir mal da raus. Vielleicht komme ich von hier aus irgendwie darüber. Ah, vielleicht muss ich da irgendwie drüber laufen.
Sublight's always got plenty of work. Good gig if you don't mind where the bits come from.
Wisst ihr, was ich meine?
CNP pancake mix. Now required.
Ja, dass ich da zum Beispiel drüber muss.
Don't mix it.
Ups. Und so irgendwie an das Ding rankommen. Ja, aber es sieht nicht so aus, als würde es... Also als wäre da ein Weg, oder? Ich verstehe es nicht. Schaut es mir gerne in die Kommentare.
Rizzo's mock apple.
Vielleicht sehe ich es noch, bevor ich das Spiel beendet habe.
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Hey, because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh,
Da.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required? Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Ja, bitte.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Ja, zurück ins Labor will ich jetzt eigentlich nicht. So, wir gehen jetzt erstmal nach hier, würde ich sagen. Oh, da ist aber ganz schön viel. Achso, da ist gefährlich? Da nicht. Gehen wir erstmal nach Stellar Bay.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. I'll lock up behind you.
Dann nehmen wir jetzt mal statt ihr ihn mit. Weil wir hier von ihm die Quest hier haben. Da stinkt doch was. So, Stellar Bay. Fangen wir doch damit an. So. Da. Der wird mich bestimmt gleich anquatschen, ne?
Hey, hold on there. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic, us being cut off by the Board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The Board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment. Signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way. Whatever you say, I could talk tossball for hours. I couldn't really say I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Okili dokili. So, das ist jetzt wieder Diebstahl, wenn ich hier was mitnehme. So, was gibt es denn hier noch so? Da ist zu, da sind wieder Verkaufsautomaten. Ah, da, Arbeiter.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yachtclubhändler.
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time
Schauen wir dort mal rein.
worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few in telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you? Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you? Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such. Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all. Nope. But a man can dream.
Okay, handeln brauche ich eigentlich nicht. So, das ist Nyoka. Der soll ich ja eh.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby-wrapped stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Outstanding!
2 Bitmodule
What are
verloren.
you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. That's quitter talk. You want me shooting straight? Give me my meds.
Schon wieder ein Level up. Heieiei. Geht's aber schnell plötzlich. So, wir könnten das jetzt mal auf die nächste Stufe bringen. Aber ich finde eigentlich so mein alles ein bisschen hochlevelt System ganz praktisch. Naja, die haben jetzt wieder einen Vorteil. Weiter. Ja, die Skills, die die haben, sind halt alle nicht so geil irgendwie. Ups. Also ist alles sehr generisch. Irgendwie ruckelt es heute ein bisschen. Mal wieder so ein Nachladeruckler. Taylor Perrick. Hat einen Namen, also sprechen wir mal mit
New
ihm.
face, huh? You from Offworld? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands. You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Wo ist die?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true. I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Okay. Gut. Hier gibt es dann scheinbar wieder einiges zu tun. So, jetzt haben wir wieder hier mehrere Wege. Bewohner. Ja, lieber nicht. Wenn man immer wüsste, wo man am besten hingeht oder wo vielleicht noch nicht. Arbeiter. Das ist wieder Diebstahl hier. Schon irgendwie unbefriedigend. Weil wenn man dann sieht, dass da so viel Zeug ist, man nichts davon mitnehmen kann. Oh. Oh, shit. Also das Level ist nicht klein auf jeden Fall. Ist natürlich einerseits cool, aber andererseits auch schwierig, den Überblick zu behalten. Finde ich zumindest immer. Ich will noch mal gucken wegen den ganzen Mods. Die habe ich ja bisher auch noch überhaupt nicht benutzt. Ah. Villa bei Ruinen. Und dann geht es noch nach oben. Das sind die Ruinen, muss ich gerade noch nicht. Deswegen spare ich mir das jetzt mal. Wo kommen wir hier hin? Naja. Werkbank. Ah, Wilma.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. I can't keep working double shifts either. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind? Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a Ground 6 spacer. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work.
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much. I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate. Same thing as me. Where's your proof? Because I know no one's been poking around my terminal lately.
Are you absolutely sure of that, Ms. Ballard?
Just as a hypothetical. Nothing to see on my terminal, of course. Because I've done nothing wrong. Maybe so. But I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk. But if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home. Near the diner.
You'd steal from your own people? That's low, ma'am.
That's business. Someone's got to keep the lights on. For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Na gut.
Fine by me.
Also es gibt Beweise auf ihrem Terminal. Oh, der hat einen Namen.
Plenty of work to do, especially with so many no-shows. Velma's not so bad, as long as you have ordered when
So, aber
she's
wo ist ihr
stressed.
Terminal? Ah ja, da waren wir quasi so halbwegs schon. Was ist das da oben? Mr. Ouch. Sieht das jemand, wenn ich das mitnehme? Gut. So. Ah ja. Gut, dann gehen wir mal noch da hoch. Hier. Ja, Mann. Ah, Belmas Behälterschlüssel. Autorisierungscode. Ja, shit. 55. Falsches Passwort. Ja, die Fische in Tank 23a sehen ein wenig ungesund aus. Es ist in Ordnung, wenn du es nicht zur Arbeit schaffst. Aber du musst es mir sagen, damit ich die Dosierung im Blick behalten kann. Guten Tag, wir müssen wirklich über die Saltuna-Situation sprechen. Ich musste in den letzten 2 Monaten 4 Lieferungen im Lager verkommen lassen, weil wir keine Käufer finden konnten. Ich verstehe, dass uns die Sache mit dem Vorstand zu schaffen macht, aber wir müssen uns überlegen, wie wir Stellar Bay am Laufen halten, wenn die Verkaufszahlen nicht steigen. Im Ernst jetzt, wo bist du? Du hast 3 Schichten verpasst. Selbst für dich wird es langsam lächerlich. So, naja, komm, dann knacken wir das Ding trotzdem. Wir haben ja gerade genug Dietriche.
Done.
Sprich mit Celia. Achso, das war das Poster, ja, okay. Okay, wir bräuchten jetzt Hacken noch ein bisschen höheres Level. Da geht's nicht rein. So, da wäre dann noch was. Bewohner! Bewohner! Help!
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths. Aren't they just? When I get to worrying about the marauders outside, the raptidons chewing at the walls, I just turn my transceiver up to drown it all out. Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up, but sometimes it's tossball. So, what can I do for you? Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Joa. War jetzt auch gar nicht mal so spannendes Gespräch. So, wir sind fast am Ende der Folge. Oh ja, hier kann ich mich bedienen, wie es aussieht. Ist aber jetzt auch nicht so spannend, der Raum. So, also da hoch konnte man noch. Ist aber echt großes Level. Alles für eine schlechte Waffe und 10 Bits. Auch nicht so der Burner. Und wie komme ich jetzt hier wieder weg? Okay, geht aber so. Na gut. Dann würde ich sagen, machen wir jetzt hier mal Schluss. Und in der nächsten Folge gucken wir dann den Rest von Stellar Bay und machen die Quests. Dann danke ich euch fürs Zuschauen. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst mir doch ein Like und ein Abo da. Schreibt mir erst das in die Kommentare. Und dann sehen wir uns zur nächsten Folge wieder bei The Outer Worlds. Tschüss.